I get better lighting on these eyebrows. Why do I keep doing this? I don't know. This is a learning experience, so don't worry. The next one will be a lot better. Hello, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be showing you how to do my eyebrows. I'm just a baldy that has makeups and makeups. I'm just a baldy that has makeup. Just want to share the tips and tricks that I've learned over the last few years. I am going to be stopping throughout this video to show you when to stop doing the eyebrows and just skip all the way to the end. Everything that I'm going to mention that is important to the eyebrows will be listed below in the description box, so welcome to check out any of the products there. All right, so just let's get into it. When you have alopecia or you have no hair, finding where your eyebrows are supposed to be can be the most difficult part. So I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks on how I position my eyebrows. What I'm going to go ahead first with is just a straight edge, just to get an idea of your own facial structure. Everyone's face is different, so because I do my brows a certain way, don't feel like you have to do yours this way. Straight edge is going to help you in terms of determining where on your face your eyebrows should go. Everyone naturally has a brow bone, and as you can see as I move my eyebrows, there's kind of a shadow that's created. It looks like there's eyebrows. For a straight edge, I'm going to use my rat tail comb. I'm going to line up my nostril straight up to my brow, and that's roughly where I want it to start, or don't want it to go any farther out then. You also don't typically want your eyebrows to meet anywhere closer than the angry lines in your face. If you don't have angry lines, congratulations. They have very distinctive angry lines, so I don't want them any closer than that. It tends to not look very realistic. So the area in which I want them to start is anywhere between here and there, and then my arch is going to be roughly where my nostril and the straight edge cross over my pupil, about there. And where I want them to end is where my nostril meets up with the outer end of my eyeball, roughly there. Because I do my eyebrows quite frequently, I know the shape of my face and how I like my eyebrows to look. But once again, these are just tips that you can use if you have alopecia and you don't know where your eyebrows used to lay or where you want them to lay anymore. You can always have a bit of fun with it. Don't feel like you have to go with where your eyebrows are. Generally, you want it so that at least when you show expression, they line up. If you draw them up here and you're trying to look surprised but they don't move, I mean, if that's the look you're going for, then go for it. I am using Urban Decay Brow Blade. It's a double-ended stick. One end is the waterproof pencil, the other end is a ink stain. I'm gonna start drawing on the bottom line of where I want my eyebrows to lay, just like that, and then the other side. And I'm just using it to create the outline of my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna go ahead about 1 centimeter in from that bottom line and draw in the top line. I can feel a bit of my brow bone, so I don't want it to go any higher or thicker than that. And for the end, I want to keep this nice squishy brow part underneath the brow. Let's count how many times I say eyebrows in this video. Let's do the other side. I also find doing smaller lines than just one big stroke makes it a little bit easier. The next product I'm going to go ahead to fill them in with is the Urban Decay Inked Brow. I am just doing more of an ombre closer to the inside of my brows because they make them look a little bit more realistic. What I like most about this product is that it lasts really long on your skin. I have very oily skin, so product is difficult to stay put on it for very long. I find this at least lasts my 8-hour day. My first brow has dried a bit, so I'm going to just put another layer of the brows. This is really where you can stop if you're just looking for quick brows that you need to run out of the house with. You can go ahead and skip to the end of this video when I just do a bit of powder on my face, but I'm going to show you a few extra steps, so if you're staying with me, they'll look much better, I promise. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to shape them. I'm going to use a concealer. One of my favorites is Estee Lauder Stay in Place Flawless Wear. I'm going to take an angled brush, place some product on it, and clean up the outsides. And by cleaning up, I just mean you'll find the stain feathers on your skin, right? It doesn't have anywhere that's kind of keeping it from bleeding or feathering. So this just covers up any of that. And this is just an extra step you can do if you're doing those 2-minute quick brows that you just need to run out of the house with. All you need is the brow stain and a bit of concealer and just run out of the house. And the nice thing about it is that this will stay put. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit because as you can tell, it looks a bit funny. Let's just blend it a little bit. Where's my bigger brush? Where are you? There you are. Use all your brushes. There you go. A little bit more blended. To add a bit more refinement to my eyebrows, I'm going to go back in with that pencil end of the Urban Decay. Just draw in that edge just to get your eyebrows on fleek. Oh my god, who says that anymore? I do, apparently. I'm not going to color it in all the way. I just want to add different dimension to my brows. So this one has more dimension. This one's just more of a block color. Ta-da! The next step I'm going to do is to make my brows look a little bit more lifted. I'm going to use a lighter shade of concealer. This one is different. Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof All Day Extreme Wear Concealer. This one I use in a lighter shade because I'm looking to get more lift to my eyebrows. Same with that angled brush, I'm just going to go ahead and apply a bit of product to the end. I like to tap it down so the product kind of falls more into the actual brush. And I'm going to apply this only under my brow bone. In comparison to what I did with the concealer before, I was defining the entire brow. This one is just going to use to highlight that nice squishy part of my eyebrow that I mentioned before. Just right there. I like to put it a bit farther down so I can work the product up, place the product too close to the brow. I can overlap on top of that pencil and ruin the work that I've already done. Same thing on the other eye. I have this fluffy brush that I'm going to use to blend it out more, just so it doesn't look as thick on my eyebrows. And it's really hard to go in there with a big brush, so I use a fluffy eyebrow brush. Blending out any of the excess product kind of made its way onto my temples. A little bit more lift. This is another step where if you're fine with just having this as your everyday brows, you have the depth, you have the definition, go ahead and skip to the end of the video where I just add a bit of powder and you're off for your day. But there's an extra few little steps that I like to do just to make my eyebrows look more realistic and not just like they're painted right onto my face. It's usually at this point in my makeup that I go ahead with putting on foundation. So if you're at this step, you're very welcome to do your face now. So I put just a bit of BB cream on my face, just feeding out my skin tone. Not that you can really tell, but that's okay. That's the look we're going for today. To add in more lift under my eyebrows, I'm going to add a highlighter, Benefit Eyebrow, right on that squishy part of your eyebrow. And blend it in with that same eyeshadow brush. And the next step is to powder your face. I find this step is really important in order to keep the product on your face. One of my everyday favorite powders is Lancome. This is a long time no shine translucent setting powder. Because I want my makeup to stay all day, I find this works really well. I'm going to use a Morphe Beauty Blender. Tip some of the product into the lid. Some as she keeps going. Dab off any excess. Now I know anyone who may be using powder, this might look a little bit scary, but you're actually going to put this and press it right onto the eyebrows and all over your face. But let's focus on the brows for right now. This takes away a lot of the shine. If you have oily skin like me, and because it's translucent, it'll still show that makeup underneath that you've put on. So it might seem really scary to add powder on top of your eyebrows, but it gives us this matte finish that will really help to make your eyebrows look a bit more realistic. Use any excess product on a brush instead, just go in a bit lighter. I'll dust any extra off my brows. So this also makes my eyebrows look much more matte, which will help add more definition in this next step. Going back in with the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and now I'll be using the ink stain side. It is this nice fine tip end that'll help draw in those eyebrow hairs that we unfortunately don't have. It's the exact same product that is in the Inked Brow just in a different product applicator. Starting from the tip, I'm going to draw the eyebrow hairs a little more thick, and then sparse as I get to the center. No eyebrows are uniform. Eyebrow hairs are unruly. And if you get a hair that falls out of the shape that you've created, it's cool, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That's where it's meant to be today. And because I'm adding a wet product onto the matte product, I'm getting a lot more of that definition. So let's do the other eyebrow. How's she looking? I'm happy with them today. They're not uniform, but we're gonna take them. So now that we have hairs drawn on, let's just add a little bit more highlight. I have a single, single eyeshadow from, once again, Urban Decay. So I have a single eyeshadow in the color Sin by Urban Decay. I just like to dust this right under that brow bone again, just to add a little bit more highlight and lift. So these are how I do my basic eyebrows from start to finish. I'm just gonna add a bit more eye makeup. So insert transition. And so this is just a few other things I've added to my face. We've made it look like I have some eyelashes. What I don't, just a bit of shimmer to my lids, blush and highlight on my cheeks, and a bit of lip gloss. So thank you again for joining me. If you'd like to see more of what I do in my face or specific parts, please let me know and I will bring out another video. This is my first. And if you want to hear more about me, feel welcome to check out my Instagram where I post more about my life and what I do. And thank you. Have a great day. Bye.